Oh. Stay. Top of the blade or the bar. Cut faces are, ooh, that is dull. They're facing that way. Just so I remember. Always the most entertaining part of this project. There we go. Must be kneeling on an ant's nest. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm very lucky I didn't get attacked like I did in May. No. You tell her. Well, I think I'll leave it out. Just let it be. Mama knows it's there. Well, it's the first time in a couple, 2-3 days it's quiet out here tonight. No screeching and histrionics from the parents. Maybe there's another one in the garage that I don't know about. Sounds like it. Yeah, there is. Well, I gotta find it. There it is. Wonder how long it's been trapped in there. She's already found her. I've got a load of firewood coming. Went and checked with the guy yesterday. He's got a load of cut-offs, ends, odds and ends that I can use for knuckles. 2 cords of that, that's a huge pile. And then 2 cords of 20-inch lengths birch. He can't go shorter than 14 inches on his machine, so I'm gonna get 20-inch pieces and cut them in half. I have to go here, so I gotta chop down all the brush. I don't want to lose this plant here, whatever it is. There. Oh, she's back. Doxycycline is finally kicked in. 6 days it's taken. Oh, thank God. Oh, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, my God. Yeah, sweetie. We walked down the driveway just now. She was keeping up with me and then running ahead, walking back where she usually just trudges. She wasn't trudging. She was trotting ahead of me. Oh, God, I've been hoping and waiting. And she's got her collar on her, and I was thinking that may have been a factor in her trudging more and more, just afraid to be out with her collar on. No, I put it on her every time now, and she just obliges. Well, this afternoon, that is the main project of the day. Get this cleaned up, mowed, trailer emptied of all of the gopher mounds. I've been resisting taking this thing out. I decided, no, I got to do that. Take this all the way back down at about the same distance. Push it back. So that's got to come out. I did find one of these up by the power lines. Oh, good. So now I can see what it's going to do. What that one's going to do, not this one, because that one's going to be not here anymore. And the chicory is stupendous this year. Well, I guess no surprise with all the moisture. Sensational. We get new blossoms every morning. And beginning around noon, they begin to leach out and fold up. Now these are yesterday's blossoms. So every day we get a whole new batch. Quite a phenomenally interesting plant, how choreographed everything is there, and how they open up brand new blossoms every day. The old ones fade away. And these white ones, I don't know what these are. I've never really liked these that much. But I do this year. They're so abundant. Speaking of abundance, this is almost miraculous. When I look back at the plants I brought home with me, it's tiny. And these, I've never had such success with these. Snakes. See that tail end of one there. And I see there's at least one skin down there. It has been most gratifying to see that Insley is back, like a light flip or a light switch flipped in her head somewhere, and her being herself. When we were over at the field half an hour ago, went down to the south pool and she's swimming. Exploring, running. She ran everywhere over there. Oh my God. Very gratifying that yes, doxycycline is doing its thing. And she's been feeling crappy for months. Well, yeah. But not quite crappy enough, I didn't think. You know, it's all, how much of this is anaplasmosis? How much of it is her getting a little older? How much of it is psychological? She's getting used to being out here and she knows everything. Nothing's new, fresh. Well, the lad I took her in a week ago tomorrow. And I think some of the problem she was having was the doxycycline was, I think, upsetting her stomach. The vet warned me about that. Well, how will I know? Well, if she's throwing up. She didn't throw up. She was just very subdued. And she went to her kennel last night. She's been going into her kennel in the bedroom a lot. But last night, she went in there sort of continuously the whole evening. That to me is an indicator she doesn't feel good and just wants to be alone. And this morning, after she had her zoomies in the yard, sat and watched a little TV after lunch, she got up on the love seat and just laid out. Oh, just laid out. And usually it's been curled up at one end of the love seat, like, you know, everybody leave me alone. I was going to push back into the woods a little bit farther, but there's raspberries, nice crop all over. I mean, it's huge. Well, that project is nearly done. I made up a new batch of homemade weed killer, the vinegar and the Dawn dish detergent. I left the salt out. As I mentioned, I was probably going to do or cut it back severely. No, I left it out altogether. I mixed it up, sprayed it on, handful of weeds, that particular weed that I've been getting rid of. And it did the same thing the first batch did. Within 24 hours, everything was brown and wilted, and who needs the salt if it's going to hurt the environment? I got an email from my friend Lori. I haven't talked about her for months. Good to hear from her. She's got cancer. She's been through 3 operations. She didn't say what the cancer was. I don't remember if she said and chemotherapy. I don't know. But she's done with it now, she said. What does that mean? Does that mean what I suspect it means? I'm done. I'm ready to go. No more heroics. She said she and her partner Mike planted as big a garden as they ever do, which I think is enormous. An acre or something like that. She said she can't work as hard as she used to be able to when she was younger. She's been a good friend, and I only got to know her about a year before I moved away. The friendship didn't develop like that. Like all really good friendships, I'd see her at the college library where I worked, and she always needed help on the computer. So I'd go and sit with her for a half an hour, and that's how that friendship began. And that's really the only times that we were together. We never got together anywhere outside of work. But I decided when I moved here that I wanted to continue being in touch with her. And we have been. Every time I've written, she's written right back the same afternoon. So I kind of wondered if something was wrong. Yeah. We don't come across that many people who fit with us in so many ways. And those are the people that we'll have friendships with for the rest of our lives, because we trust them and they're trustworthy and we connect. I don't need a lot of friends, but I do need a few special people that I need. We have a lot of acquaintances, and those aren't friends, those are acquaintances. Well, those are people we could impose upon if we had an emergency or we were broken down in town and we needed a ride or something. But the friends are people that we could confide in, share. I'm going to miss her. Where's Insley? Speaking of missing, She's been doing very well with the beeper. I think it's been 3 or 4 times now where I've caught her. She's about ready to pounce. And the instant she pounces, I give her the beep, and she backs away, leaves it. She's getting the idea. But the problem is, she gets into the underbrush over there where the raspberries are. It's deep thicket. You can't see more than 1.5 feet in there. And she came out of there a few days ago after being in there for half an hour, and I was a little bit concerned. When she came out, she is acting a little strange, sheepish. Went in and ate. Came outside, went down to Otter Pond, and she just threw everything up, including what looked like chicken feet or something of another animal that she had found back in there and was eating it. And then she proceeded to eat up the vomit. And I've learned, no, they need that. They're dogs. They have ways other than ours. I didn't watch her, but I'm assuming that she ate most of it up. I didn't want her to eat the animal parts, but I wasn't going to interfere. And since she swallowed the gopher Friday, she's had 7 bowel movements now. And I've been watching her, every one. I go look at it. No animal parts, no claws, no bones. I don't understand how a gopher can evaporate like that. Most of it can, but the bones, no. She's acting just fine now. But the thing that worries me, I was going to make a point of, when she goes away out of sight in the underbrush, I didn't care before. Let her catch animals. I don't care. But if she's swallowing them, then I do care. That's about 6.5 feet tall.